Hey there. So today I was going to talk to you about living a prioritized life, living out your priorities. And I kind of got to working it through. And just about a minute and a half ago, everything changed because as I was working through what I was going to say, I realized very often our priorities and the way we prioritize our life really goes along with our purpose. A lot of people spend a lot of time trying to figure out what's my purpose. What's my purpose? You hear all these people talking about what's your purpose in life, and if you follow any kind of self-development and personal growth, it's all about what's your purpose, what's your why, and so many people can't put their finger on what their why is, and it's in your priorities. What is important to you that you want to get done, and often it's in those competing priorities. You've got to do this, but you really want to do this. And this thing that you have to do is making it hard to get what's important to you into your daily schedule, to get it onto the calendar. And you're working at it and you're trying to do everything you can to get to that thing you want. But all of your obligations are pulling you in another direction. And when you hear people talking about, oh, you've got to put your priorities in your calendar, you've got to put your purpose in your calendar, does your calendar reflect your why? And you don't know what your why is and your purpose, but it doesn't feel right? Well, those priorities that you're trying to get to are really where your purpose is hiding. And honestly, you don't need to figure it out. You know, sometimes we know what we're supposed to do, but we don't know how to put words to it. So we want to say, this is my purpose, but we don't really know how to say what our purpose is. But we know what we feel we should be doing. And sometimes we're doing it and sometimes we're not. That tug is a real good indication of this is your purpose. But forget knowing your purpose. If you're focusing on your priorities and what's important to you inside, you'll get there. The key to living your prioritized life is really blocking time for the things that are important to you. Now, I say things, I don't mean a physical object or a thing, but I mean the things, the multiple priorities that you have. They're not one. We have to work and feed our families, and sometimes our work is our priority, and sometimes it's a means to live our priorities, but it's important. We've got to spend time on it. We've got to get that done. We've got to do that job really, really, really well, better than anybody else, so that we can do what it is that we're meant to do. It might be taking care of our family. It might be serving out in the community. It might not be our vocation. If we're lucky enough to have it be our vocation, things are much easier. But whatever it is, that may be a priority competing with some important work you're doing out in the community, something you're doing with your family, taking care of someone who needs taken care of. And it could be that taking care of someone who needs taken care of is competing with something else. So the key is to, in any kind of time management, they teach you about big rocks, little pebbles, sand, and how it all fits together. There's something to that, some very important things to that. And I've taught things like that quite often. But what you want to do is be able to take those things that are important to you and get them into your calendar, get them into your daily life so that one doesn't overtake the other, but so they work together in harmony. And you will go through seasons where one will be more important than the other and so forth. But over time, you get to everything that's important to you. So your purpose is really hidden in those priorities. And I don't know that it makes a whole lot of sense to go digging for it. I think what really matters is you take those things that are prioritized and you live a very prioritized life. Not rigid, but just making sure there's space for the multiple things that are important to you. And again, it could be seasonal. For right now, I'm doing this. For right now, I'm doing that. But over time, those multiple things that are important to you get into your daily life. So focus on the priorities, and you're probably going to focus on your purpose. I hope this helps. Have a great, great, great day.